What is going on, guys? This is Mike Williams from Cartoon Universe, and we are back from our little mini hiatus that we had there for a second. We had the holidays, things were crazy. We're actually going to release a video yesterday, but there was fire around us. We're fine, everything's good, but there was a bit of fire, and things were very smoky, and it was kind of hard to like really breathe and concentrate. It's very uncomfortable. It's still a slight bit of smoke, and this is from inside the house, by the way. This was not even going outside. And going outside is a whole nother beast. So it's been pretty crazy out here in fiery LA, but everything's fine on my end right now, luckily. Hopefully everything gets cleared up for everyone who is affected by it soon. But anyway, we are here to talk about cartoons, yay! Yeah, so obviously the first thing that we're talking about here is Miraculous Ladybug and an update regarding Season 2. If you're not aware, Season 2 is a thing that's already happening. It's releasing in France right now and other countries. There are some English episodes that are out, I think up to episode 5, I believe, and I think the French episodes are up to like 8 or 9-ish, something like that. There's actually a pretty big scene that happened, I think, yesterday in the French episodes. A pretty big reveal that actually kind of has some pretty big implications for the characters involved, but we might talk about that at a later day. We might not. I'm not sure. We have to be very careful with Miraculous spoilers because we get hit pretty hard with that stuff. But yeah, so the Miraculous Twitter, the official Miraculous Twitter, actually tweeted something out regarding an update on Season 2, and it's not the best of news at the moment, unfortunately. And I'm just going to read it to you guys right here. So it says, "Dear US fans of Miraculous, we know how excited you are about Season 2, and we at ZAG are also bursting at the seams with anticipation. Please know we are making this show for you, our wonderful Miraculous. With this in mind, the whole ZAG creative and production team has been determined to up the ante again to deliver stunning animation, stellar voice work, and compelling storytelling. This takes time, and everyone is working super hard behind the scenes to deliver these finished episodes in a timely manner for the United States release. Delays unfortunately happen, especially when producing an international CGI show of this caliber. What we're doing here has never been done before, and the fact that we can do it is all thanks to you, the fans. Netflix wants to bring you a full batch of 13 all-new Miraculous episodes all at once, as opposed to the stunt event release in France, Spain, and other countries. Due to our efforts at making sure this season is the best it could possibly be, we still don't have a US date to announce yet. We also know how eagerly you're awaiting the new season, and we want to bring it to you as soon as we can. What is most important to us is that you support the official US release when it does air, and tell all your friends." So obviously it makes sense. I think the original plan, well, the last plan that we heard of was that it was going to release on Netflix this month. And I think that would be half the season, the first 13 episodes. Usually Netflix works in 13 episodes for the most part, sometimes 8. But that would be half of the season, and then I guess they would release the next half of the season later on. So it sounds like we're probably going to have to wait till 2018. I don't know if they've officially confirmed 2018 or not, but this sounds like this is not happening this month, because if it were happening this month, I would imagine that they would have some type of announcement of an actual official date. So we don't have a date. It's still up in the air. Once again, it was originally going to be May, and then it was like the fall, and then it's like now it was December, and now it's going to be some other time. We have absolutely no idea. So if you weren't aware, they were going to release it on Netflix first all at once, which is pretty cool. And this is kind of a bummer for them, because this is only going to lead to more piracy and illegal downloading, people watching stuff, spoiling it for themselves first, because the French episodes are out before the English version. And also the English version, you know, and obviously that's not a huge deal, but then the English version, you know, there are English versions out there right now. Like I said, up to episode 5, I believe. So people are going to watch that, and unfortunately, the more episodes they release, if they get to 13 before they actually release it on Netflix, it's going to lead less people to go to it. Obviously, it's not a big deal. It's Miraculous. It's a very dedicated fan base. People will rewatch stuff, and people will hold off and wait until it actually officially releases. So I'm sure people will still support the official release. Not a huge deal, but this kind of thing kind of muddies things up a little bit, and they could get better results if they had everything all at once. Obviously, I understand it doesn't work like that. You know, there's a lot of politicking involved. So I totally understand, as much as I'm like ready for the lore and crazy stuff to happen in this season. I can wait, you know, as long as they're polishing it and they're making it perfected and doing the best they can possibly do. But yeah, so that's the thing. It's unfortunate, but sometimes these things need to happen, and this is a lot of reasons. You know, you see like video games are getting worldwide releases more than they ever did back in the day, because nowadays, because of the internet, and so, you know, these communities are so tight nowadays. it's very easy for things to get spoiled and ruined, and people just kind of lose interest or just kind of get things ruined for them in general. So, you know, that's why you see a lot more worldwide releases instead of, you know, Pokemon will release in Japan first and then like 8 months later release in America. Like, that's happening less and less. You know, they're usually closer together or releasing all at once. So this is one of those reasons. This is a similar type of situation. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, but I don't think it'll be a huge deal. It's a dedicated fan base. But then to go on to say, we would like to know if you would be excited to purchase tickets for a special fan celebration and screening of 3 episodes in a theater environment. This would be an opportunity to be among the first fans in the US to officially see season 2 while dressing up and meeting other fans. We want to bring a little piece of Comic-Con to you. This could happen in 5 to 6 theaters nationwide, so let us know what major US cities we should come to. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a Samurai Jack situation. If you were not aware, back in I think February, there was a big Samurai Jack event in LA. Huge theater, is beautiful, is gorgeous, amazing, and they showed the first 3 episodes before the actual season aired. Season 5 aired, and it was kind of like a movie format, so they probably do something relatively similar. They probably show the first 3 episodes of season 2, but again, it kind of goes back to, well, you know, there's less incentive because a lot of people have already seen those episodes, but again, it's a different environment. They'd probably do some sort of announcements. They probably have like Thomas Ostrog or something like that, some special guest there to kind of talk about the series or announce something big or new, maybe even a new trailer, you know. And then having an event is a completely different vibe. You get to see it live, you get to see other people's reactions, get to see it on a big screen. So even if you did see the first 3 episodes, it can still be worth it, but we'd have to wait and see for that if that ends up happening. I would imagine Los Angeles would be one of them, so we might go to that, maybe not, depends. But yeah, so that could be pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Season 2 is delayed. We don't know till when. I'm guessing 2018. If I had to predict at the rate they're going right now, I'd say February, March-ish. I feel like March is like the sweet spot for some reason. That just seems to make the most sense, because I feel like January, again, that's so soon that I feel like if, you know, they were able to make January, they would have a release date to announce by this point. And I don't think they would want to wait till January to announce it. So I feel like it's February and March. But we'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think of this? Are you frustrated that you have to wait even longer? Are you understanding? Do you get that, you know, they have to polish things and make sure it's perfect or near perfect for their standards? Let us know in the comments down below what you think of this and when you think we're going to actually see season 2 officially released for the Americas in English. Love to hear your thoughts, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for more miraculous stuff and more discussions and theories and all that stuff regarding the show and animation in general. Hit that notification bell because we might talk about that big scene last night. Boy, it's going down. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Mike Williams, you're watching Cartoon Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.